Have you ever set a goal, like lose 20 pounds, get that promotion, check another box, and honestly felt nothing when you actually achieved it? Or maybe you used to finish a project and feel elated, but now it just lands flat, like wet paper. If you're in your 40s or beyond, this is totally normal. It doesn't mean you're lazy or ungrateful. It actually means something important is shifting inside you, your motivations, your biology, and your sense of meaning. Today, we're going to unpack why your old goals no longer motivate you, and more importantly, how to create goals that energize and satisfy the new you. In this video, we'll cover why old goals lose their pull, how exhaustion, hormones, and identity shifts play a role, the signs you've outgrown a goal, and practical science-backed steps to reframe your goals for midlife growth. I'll also give you a simple week-long experiment to help you discover what truly lights you up. So, let's dive in. Most goals we chase in our 20s and 30s are external promotions, certifications, a smaller number on the scale, or parenting milestones. These goals are useful when you're building, establishing your career, family, or identity. But by midlife, two things often happen. First, the external no longer equals internal. You may hit milestones but feel empty because the goal satisfied an outdated identity, like I'm successful if I earn X or I'm valuable if I look Y. Once those markers are achieved, they stop generating meaning. Second, your priorities and energy change. Midlife brings new responsibilities, but it also brings maturity. You start to value time, connection, and authenticity more. What used to feel thrilling, like constant hustle or chasing external validation, may now feel like noise. So when an old goal meets the new you, there's a mismatch. That's why goals that used to light you up now feel like chores. Let's also talk biology, because your brain and body are deeply tied to motivation. Hormones shift through perimenopause and menopause. Estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone all influence energy, mood, and reward circuits in the brain. When levels ebb and fluctuate, your capacity for sustained motivation and pleasure changes too. Then there's cortisol and exhaustion. Chronic stress and poor sleep blunt the brain's reward systems. High cortisol dampens dopamine, the neurotransmitter that makes goals feel rewarding. In plain language, if you're exhausted, it's biologically harder to get excited about anything. And here's something fascinating from neuroscience. The midlife brain shifts from novelty-seeking to meaning-seeking. You may become more attuned to legacy, relationships, and time-honored values, rather than accumulation or external status. All of this is normal, but it requires different strategies than those that worked when you were 25. So how do you know if you've outgrown a goal? Ask yourself, do you procrastinate but feel no guilt or interest? When you imagine achieving it, do you feel meh instead of excited? Did the goal once align with a role you had but no longer fit the role you want now? Do you feel tired at the idea of pursuing it, even though it seems important? If yes, it's not that you lack willpower, it's that your why has changed. All right, let's dive into action. How to create goals that actually motivate you right now. Start by rerouting your goals in your current values. Ask yourself, what do I truly want more of? Is it energy, freedom, connection, calm, or maybe legacy? Translate a surface goal into a values-based goal. For instance, lose 20 pounds can transform into have steady energy to play with my kids or grandkids and feel confident in my body. When your goals meet your deepest needs, they naturally pull you forward. Next, shift your focus from outcomes to conditions. Outcomes are one-time events, like finishing a marathon. Conditions are ways of living, like becoming someone who moves joyfully 4 times a week. Conditions gently reshape your identity without the pressure of all-or-nothing results. Another tool to consider is the 3-layer test. Before committing, ask yourself, is this practical? Do I have the time and resources? Is this biological? Does it respect my energy, sleep, and hormones? Is this meaningful? Does it reflect who I want to be next? If a goal fails one of these, refine it until it passes. Also, think of goals as micro-experiments, not big bets. Run short trials, 2 to 4 weeks, and notice how you feel, not just the metrics. This approach removes performance anxiety and gives you room to adjust. Then, turn motivation into momentum. Even when dopamine feels low, small actions create their own reward. Start with tiny wins, like 5 minutes of movement or one focused work block. Celebrate progress. This rebuilds your brain's reward system over time. And finally, expand the ecosystem around your goal. Pair it with supportive habits, like prioritizing sleep, eating protein at breakfast, getting morning sunlight, or checking in with a supportive friend. When you support your biology, your goals support you back. To make this real, here's a short 7-day recalibration exercise you can try this week. Start by doing a values audit. Write down your top 5 values and rank them. Then, take one old goal and rewrite it as a values-based condition. Pick one small habit connected to that condition and try it consistently for 2 weeks. Pay attention to your energy throughout the day. Track when you feel most alive and productive. Release one should by pressing pause on a goal you've been carrying out of obligation and notice how it feels. Share your experiment with a trusted friend or accountability partner. Finally, reflect and adjust. Journal about what gave you energy and what felt draining. Use that insight to refine your next step. These steps are low cost, high reward, and designed to reveal which goals actually deserve your time and energy. For the long haul, remember 3 things: boundaries, community, and compassion. Protect your time and energy by saying no more often. Surround yourself with people who share your evolving values. Motivation multiplies in community. And above all, treat yourself with compassion. Midlife is a transition. Curiosity will take you further than criticism. Here's the truth: you're not less motivated, you're more selective. Midlife grants you the gift of clarity. You can now choose goals that reflect who you are becoming, not just who you were. So here's my challenge for you. Right after this video, pause and write down one value that matters most to you this week. Share it in the comments and tell us what small experiment you're going to try. And if this resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and join our community at Leap to Better Health, where we help women over 40 create science-backed, personalized wellness strategies that fit real life. Because you deserve goals that bring you energy, not exhaustion. Let's design them together.